Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you're here. First thing I want to do is say thank you to anybody who's found their way in here to check out the knife, the EDC, the unboxing content. If you haven't had a chance yet and you're so inclined, I would really be stoked if you hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon. It would really help me out. I want to say thank you to the channel members. Every one of you, thank you all. And I want to say thank you to Brother Lord Needham, who sent this knife in for us to check out. And this is just the equivalent of an unboxing without me tearing it apart because the box was very well packed. So what I figured I'd do is just start with what came out of the box, which is this sleeve, and all the tactile turns I've had have been in little boxes. So this is kind of different. Uh-oh. So guys, this is the Tactile Turn Archer. Certificate of Authenticity, feathered handle style, MagnaCut 6364 blade, date of birth 2/7/2024. The designer there, Tactile Knife Company. And if I'm not mistaken, this is metal, aluminum or something. Really nice pouch, as it should be, as we'll get into here in a little while. But the first thing that I noticed about this knife, and then I noticed about it before I ever had a chance to experience it, is when I look at knives, certain things draw me to knives, certain things draw you guys to knives. Aesthetically, this was not just screaming at me. And this is before I knew the price. I didn't know much about it. This knife, guys, retails for $600. This is an American-made knife, production-made. But for me, when I look at a $425 Hinder, if I had a titanium scale, it's at $625. When I look at a Koenig Mini Arius, you can get them roughly $650, $700, or an Oz at $850, and then this at $650. I wasn't initially very excited. When it came in, I started to see some details and some things that I really did appreciate. For one, the clip. I really like the clip. I like the titanium back spacer with tactile engraved in it. A small detail. The milling is very neat, almost like an opposing feathered radius. So you've got this feathering going out, and then you've got this blade hole with these nice little vertical mills in the fuller, and you've got an action that's absolutely snappy. Compared to my other, what I would call boutique USA made knives, this knife has amazing detent, amazing action on bearings. It's got a flipper tab that has a lot of good characteristics in terms of how it feels when you flip it. So for those of you who don't like middle finger flicking, or I guess you could thumb flick this, even though I hate thumb flicking. I'm not going to try. But a really surprising knife. Now, the handle is kind of right here, and it's a bigger knife. The clip, although good, is a very, what would I say, noticeable. It's a hot spot, okay? But I think it's because the knife is so thin. If you look at the clip, it's about half the thickness of the overall knife. But let's real quickly, this is again just an unboxing. I will carry this for a little while, and then I'll give you guys a full review. So this is MagnaCut at 6465 with a fantastically slicey blade. So I give huge props on the factory edge. And if it's heat treated the way it claims to be, I would think this will be a great slicer. Whoops. Sorry guys, I ran into therapeutic slicing mode. But yes, very, very slicey, very thin knife. So it's not going to be as thin as a TRM Atom, but if we were going to look at it next to, let me get that paper off to the side, our bug out, it's going to be just a little bit thicker than the bug out for a much bigger package. But another thing that I was disappointed in, or would have thought that could have been done much better, and maybe this is Brother Neves rubbing off on me, but I pay a lot more attention to sharpening choils, and I look at this as kind of a failed opportunity at a good plunge grind. The way I see it, if I understand it correctly, even though my plunge terminates here, it stays thick right up to the edge. So when I go to sharpen this, it's going to be Smile City, from my opinion. But it's got a really nice stonewash blade. I wish that plunge was flatter or moved back farther so you would have a little bit of sharpening space here. It's kind of tight, or not tight, very angular. The clip is very angular. It makes for a great kickoff point or a place to hold the knife when you're opening it, but you really feel it. I mean, I feel it with not a lot of trying to feel it. I don't have to bear down too hard. Lockup's really good. Looks like it's about 32%, 33%. Love the stonewash blade. I know this probably is straight. To me, it has the illusion of being a trailing point, and I'm just not personally a huge fan in that blade style. And it's not. It's straight, so it's a drop point. But something about the overall design, which a lot of people, and it's not a negative, it's just a Johnism, something that sticks out to me. But the contouring in the titanium, the feather milling, the fuller the blade, absolutely fantastic. The clip, on first impressions, I might get used to it. Not a huge fan. Flipper tab's great. It is lightly jimped. The jimps could be a little sharper there because I have slipped off it once or twice. The detent is cash money. It drops very well. And guys, that is an unboxing and a first look. Thanks to, once again, the brother who made it possible as I shake the house down, Brother Lord Needham. So I know you guys probably follow Lord on Instagram. He's, in my opinion, one of the best photographers and has the coolest knives. I look at his posts every day. Give him a follow on Instagram if you're not. You'll thank me for it, and I'll thank you for taking the time to do it, because he's been nice enough to share this knife with me, the Rosie with me. He was nice enough to make the Oz Mini Roosevelt, or not, excuse me, the Koenig Mini Arius available to me. He shared his gunmetal and sharpshooter jack with me so I could bring him to the channel. He's like A to Z EDC, a great buddy. He's just not local, but he's taken a lot of chances just because every time we mail something, we take a chance to send me knives to show you guys. So give him a follow on Instagram if you're not already, at lord.needham. Really interesting knife, a very nice knife. The clip on first impression is very hot. The price is confusing. Not because I don't think it cost money to make it. I just personally think they're trying to make more margin when I see what small batch, and I know you can't say a production company that employs several people with healthcare and all the stuff that they do competes with a small maker, but if you're going to get a foothold in the market, you either need to come up with an amazing knife, or price it down where it makes a little bit more sense, in my opinion. A lot of people won't agree with me, and please leave me a comment if you do or don't agree with me. But I will tell you that the more I hold it, the more the clip is going to be interesting. But anyway, I'm going to carry it for a while. It might not take me a whole week or two because I might get an early enough Javon recommendation. Because guys, remember, everything that I share with you or the way I feel about knives that are in my collection that I buy or that have been gifted to me by a couple of the manufacturers like TKL or Vosti that I've worked with that I then usually pass on to you guys, or that are shared by a few of you guys that are my buddies. I know a lot of other people have offered to share knives. I don't like to have the pressure of, because I don't like to keep knives long. And if I get too many at one time, I just want you to know I appreciate it. There'll be days that I'd love to have knives to check out. But right now I'm staying plenty busy doing what I'm trying to do, which is bring y'all objective, honest, very non-scientific thoughts that come out of my head, from my hand to my head when I experience different knives. And I hope this one turns it around for me because it seems to be done very well. I love the packaging. I love the milling. I love the fact that it's a USA made knife with a great COA heat treat and MagnaCut. Guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. Follow Lord Needham. Please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. Be up. Choose debate, not hate. I forgot to put Joe Isabella and my be up thing out there because I'm an idiot. Thank you, Joe. I love each and every one of you. Peace.